This episode is brought to you by Indie Film Hustle TV, the world's first streaming service dedicated to filmmakers, screenwriters, and content creators. Learn more at indiefilmhustle.tv. You know, I think we talked a little bit about it, but are there any other misconceptions about working on such large projects? Is it just a loss of control? Because as that budget goes up, and there's very few directors, even some of the biggest directors in Hollywood, have had issues, from Spielberg to Fincher. I mean, they all have. Of course, yeah. They all have.
Well, they don't like. I mean, part of the biggest problem right now is they don't want to work with guys like us,
right?
Because I'm talking about most of the movies that get done. I'm not talking about Chris Nolan and people like that who they've sanctioned and can spend big budgets on original ideas. They're such rarities now, really. You know, and particularly in the sort of science fiction domain, you know, it's they don't want to work with. I think they want to work with people who are. I mean, I call them puppet masters, right? I call these producers people like the Marvel guys and whatever. I call them puppet masters, and there's a lot of sort of media coverage of the fact that, you know, they'll bring in a director, but they won't let the director do shoot the action scenes, for example. And I'm like, what the fuck's that all about? I mean, it's like, because they've worked out their formula. When you do a Marvel movie, it's like you're a TV director doing an episode of a series, right? They've worked it all out. And it's one of the reasons I haven't done, you know, episodic TV, because you walk onto the set, the actors know what they're doing, they know the characters, they got the costumes worked out, they got everything worked out. Oh, and someone's going to shoot the action sequences for you, and we've already pre-visited them and worked out all the shots. So you go, well, what is it that a director is actually doing? You know, the script's written, you can't change a word. So it's like, why are you there? What is it that you're actually providing in that situation as a director? So I kind of go, well, you know, they're right to work. The producers are right to work with people that they can plug into that machine, who have who have some kind of progress they want to make in their careers, to allow them to do such big, you know, ego gratifying projects, to make $150 zillion, so that then they can maybe go and do something that they really want to do, that they really love, you know. So I mean, I think from a career point of view that makes sense. Unfortunately, I've already been through all that, so all I really care about these days is, I'm not particularly driven by finance. There's really no amount of money they could offer me to do something like that, really. And as I say, I'm just not the right person to do that sort of stuff, you know. I would rather just sit at home and write and work out how I am going to make my films that I really, really care about. Or if there's a great script that's in the you know, range where I know they're going to let me do what I do, you know. I'd have much greater job satisfaction from that sort of stuff, you know.